So I've driven to another part of the farm because I wanted to show you these guys. Those are Scotch Highland cattle. Happens to be the bull and steers. And you can see the big bull there. He's pretty friendly. Scotch Highland cattle are, being also called Scottish Highland cattle, they come from Scotland originally, just like it says in the name. And supposedly there are still animals genetically just like these guys that are roaming wild in Scotland. There's fewer and fewer of them wild, but I was double checking. It sounds like there's still some that roam around, which is cool. And they're hanging out and having some lunch. Some more coming over. They want to see what we're doing. So you'll see last year's calves. These are the male ones, and they're about a year old. And then their dad is the bull, right there. And what we're going to do, I'm going to pause you and drive you up to go see the cows and the calves. So hang on. All right, we're in the pasture now with the cows, the females. Here comes somebody. And wise and well tip, of course, I asked the owners, my step-cousins, if I could come and be in the field near their cattle. It's always the safe thing to do is check in, right? I don't have any food, so they're not going to mob me and try and steal my apples or anything. So they now have 2 calves. Let's see if you can spot them. Let's do an I Spy moment. Did you see them? Hi. Now these guys are very docile. It means they're very tame and calm. And I don't know her name. And we'll see if she'll... Nope, she's not interested. She saw there's no apple in my hand, so she doesn't really want to hang out with me. But she will see what I'm up to. They're very curious. And I want to see... Remember the males are all in one field together, and the females are in a different field together right now? It's because it's calving season. It's the time that they have their babies. But do you notice something interesting about the males and the females? So you'll see the shorter females are last year's calves, so they're about a year old now. But the full-grown ones, did you notice what's unusual about them? They have horns. The females, the cows of Scotch Highland cattle, have horns. Some species, just the males have horns. And they have those to protect their calves. And speaking of calves, do you see that little dark one right there? He was born yesterday, the day before this video was made. So I'm going to give him and his mom some space. And this little fellow was born, I think, a couple weeks ago. And he's been the only baby around until yesterday. So as soon as the new calf is up and running around, they're going to be playing, and I will get videos of that for you. Up close, we have a yearling hanging out with us, and you can see how she's starting to grow her horns. And then we still have our curious friend back here. There she is. So Highland cattle are raised for meat, for beef. So they're not necessarily milk cows. Now, of course, they do make milk for their calves, their babies. As you can see right here, you can see her milk bag, ready for her little guy there. And so they're good beef eating, I'm told. I don't eat them myself. I'd rather pet them. But other people think they're pretty good tasting. And so I wanted to share these with you because starting when I was in middle or high school, my grandparents started raising these, and they're so neat, and I've loved working with them. And sometimes they're on my property on the fields near me, and I get to look out my window and see them, and they're just really awesome. And all these full-grown females will have calves soon. So I'll bring it back out and we will watch calves running around and playing like crazy. All right. Bye-bye, little calf. We'll see you next time. All right, folks. I'm going to take you back down towards the house. And we'll see if we can find that meow cat and what other critters are hanging around the farm. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye, kids. Bye-bye, partners after school. So this one's going to come up and sniff me. And I'm going to be very gentle. Hi. Give you a pet. Now this might be the one that was hand-raised last spring. Had trouble with his mama, and so he needed some extra feeding. And so she's very tame. A couple of them are really tame that are this size, which is nice. All right, let's go see who else we can see. Say bye-bye.